Shabbat Shalom. Call halal Yahweh Vashem Yahushai, Bash Makak Madash, double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, even the elders that came before them that taught us his truth. Shabbat Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and its sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. The brother / elder Yashawan. Shabbat Shalom and salutations to you all. I hope I said Shabbat earlier. This is the WW3 Daily update, and I'm going to read Revelation 11 and 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. And here's the point. In the same hour was there a great earthquake. What caused that great earthquake? Nuclear detonation. And the 10th part of the city fell, and in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000, and the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the power of heaven. Point is this is those nukes dropping, right? So let's check out this man's dream. So one day ago, GMS Walk and Talk, Walk and Talk SC8, the elder Menazazak Ba over in SC. Right? Anyway, SC. But he's letting this guy talk, so he's going to tell his dream, which involves nukes, and I'm going to let him take it away.
Hi, people. So today is a Tuesday, November 18th, and it is about 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, 8 o'clock in the morning. And I got a message from my brother that he had a dream that was very, very interesting, and I tell you why in a little bit. But I would like to read the dream. It's a very chaotic and catastrophic dream about judgment on America. Let me read. It says, In the dream I was at the kitchen washing a cup when all of a sudden I started to float and was taken up high enough to see the entirety of the USA. I then was taken to Manhattan, where I descended low enough to see many people walking in the streets and people in their office working. It was a normal day, everything was fine. All of a sudden I looked towards the ocean and saw a large missile coming out of the water in extreme high speed. I could see some people looking out the window, and instantaneously their eyes were melted. I was immediately taken to a higher altitude to see the impact of the missile. When it hit Manhattan, it was dead on. I could see a large ball of fire growing rapidly horizontally, and people were evaporating and the buildings melting. After that, I was taken to Florida. The city looked like it was Miami. I was taken this time to the beach and was floating very low, almost touching the sand. I could see many people at the beach. I could see the city, the beautiful buildings behind the people in the beach. I could also see people in their offices working, also just like in Manhattan. Again, just a normal day. But again, I saw a large missile coming out of the ocean extremely fast. And once again, as it came up, it came down on the beach, right where the water reached the dry sand and right in front of me. I was taken up again and could see a large ball of fire spreading horizontally and consuming everything. Since the missile hit the beach, that ball of fire went towards the ocean and destroyed many boats and large ships. I also saw a large wave push towards the ocean due to the explosion. Once again, I was taken to a very high altitude that I could see the entire USA.
He's in a chariot.
In the Pacific Ocean. Out of the Pacific Ocean, 4 large missiles came out. They hit California, Washington, New Mexico, and Illinois. I saw the large balls of fire again, and they consumed everything. As these 4 missiles hit the areas, I mentioned that's when I heard a voice. The voice said to me, I'm showing these things because America's Judgment Day will be happening very soon. I'm going to destroy her. but the ones that are mine, I will spare their lives. Instantly, I was in the wilderness. I was no longer floating. I could see many trees and some clearance in the skies as well. Suddenly, a wall of fire came down, encircled the whole forest, and then like I was in a was a roof of fire came down and sealed us in there, protecting us from destruction. And that's how the dream ended. It's interesting that my brother sent this message to me, and then I was just with my wife sitting down, just hanging out, and I got the remote and went to Netflix. And I don't watch much TV or many movies at all, but it was just looking, scrolling, if you will. And there was a movie, I believe the name was The House of Dynamite. And I started watching a little bit. I didn't like the plot, or it was too slow in knowing a little bit of the military like I do. I didn't agree with certain things. But something very interesting about that movie was that there was a missile that was launched against the US. According to the movie, it was the third one. Two were just tests, and the missile came out of the Pacific and fell on the Pacific. But this third missile that the movie talks about actually was a nuclear head and was going towards Chicago, and they couldn't stop it. So I didn't watch the whole movie, so I just forwarded to the end, and they didn't show the explosion, but they showed the complete desperation of people. And when I got first my brother's text about his dream, and then I saw that movie in a warhead, a nuclear warhead, hitting Chicago. Look, we all know the world feels extremely different, very different. Let's be ready. Let's be ready.
All right, and then the brother comes in, the elder, and that's his so the water to the elder. For using his work. So yeah, that's pretty much, that's what it is. All right, so we'll just get one on the way out. All right, let's get ends of the earth. Right, and they begin to be fired into the ends of what, the world, the earth. Where is it? Where am I at? I remember Slovakia. Second Ezra's, I didn't go there. Second Ezra's 16, Slovakia. Thought it was just going to go there on its own. Ends of the world. Second Ezra 16. 16 and what? Bear with me. End of the world. Okay, Second Ezra 16 and 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. What is the bow? Is the silo. Okay, his arrow is the missile that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss him. when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. What do you mean the ends of the world? From one continent to another. That's that ICBM, intercontinental ballistic missile. All right, behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. What are the plagues? Well, this is and they touched on this. They said the eyes melted. Remember that? This is Zechariah 14:12. Zechariah 14:12, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall melt, consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. And they said that eyes were melting. All right, so that's pretty much it. You know, the point has been made. That day is very close, the day of the Lord. He spoke on that. All right, and that's what the voice said. All right. Most High is pouring out His Spirit. All right. So with that, we hope that the elect ratified you, brothers and few sisters. Shabbat Shalom.